Welcome to Creeping Back In, 3 minutes of morning devotion related to the morning message at Sandy Ridge Baptist Church of Hickory, North Carolina. This last Sunday morning, June the 8th, we discussed how the Lord has, out of Isaiah chapter 10, verses 22 and 23, how the Lord, despite the fact that the children of Israel were as the sand of the sea, he would only reserve a remnant. We spoke about how the Lord actually doesn't usually select a load of people, other than in the last days when we see him around Revelation 7 having a multitude which no man can number of every kindred, tribe, people, and nation. So Paul quotes that in Romans 9, 27 to 28 out of Isaiah 10, 22 and 23 with the backdrop of Genesis 22's promise of them becoming as numerous as the sand on the sea. Minute 2. We're reminded of Psalm 121, where it says, I will lift up my eyes to the hills from where my help comes from. My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. He will not allow your foot to be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. Behold, he who protects Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is your shade upon your right hand. The sun will not smite you by day or the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all evil. The Lord will keep your soul. The Lord will preserve your going out and your coming in from this time forward forever. In that passage, we have a promise that the Lord is willing to fight for people, though they be many or few, because while they're sleeping, he is not. Minute 3. On this 7th day of the week, I want to once again reinvigorate you towards the discipline of rest. So many Christians today are talking about whether they're even required to Sabbath. Fair enough. It is the one of the 10 commandments that is not repeated in the Old Testament. Yet at the same time, it is very courageous to assume that you only have to keep 90% of the law. The real issue, though, is that it tells on you biologically when you decide to not rest. There is still a 6-to-1 ratio that the Lord instituted at creation. And somehow, many Christians think that they can work 7 straight days, sometimes more than that. And I want to encourage you to remember that while you're sleeping, the Lord is not. That doesn't mean that in order to have a rest day, you need to be snoozing the whole time. It does mean that Christians need to devote themselves to the discipline of rest. Is that something that you do? Is it something that you let happen? This is Pastor Bill. Thanks for joining us again at Creeping Back In.